Alright, starting this one off with this cool and crazy can here. It's got some sort of like futuristic neon thing going on. This one's from Varietal, and that's one of my local breweries around here. Mirror Shades Double IPA hopped with HBC 567, HBC 568, and HBC 630 experimental hops for an 8.8 alcohol volume. Right there. So yeah, cool shit. I really like what Varietal Beer Co. does. They're one of my favorites around here. Probably tied with Wandering Hop and Valley Brewing Company. I like all three of those a lot. Those are my favorites around here. It's hard to describe. I definitely get like some citrus, some ripe fruit. There's almost like this like grape character to it as well, like white grape or something. I don't know, but I like it. So we are going to continue Shave Like a Pirate week right here with some Captain's Choice NorEaster. And you can see right there it says menthol shaving soap. I just unboxed this today on my mail call video. It smells good. And it smells very familiar. I don't know what the hell it is, but it smells very familiar. And look at that pour. This is a very soft soap. Maybe not there, but I'll show you right over here. It's kind of like, you can just go right in. Very soft soap. Smells good. Smells familiar. I don't know what it is. Maybe some like classic barbershop. I don't know if it's Brute or something similar like that. Maybe it's more like inspired by and refined. But I know people around me have wore this. Like you old fucks would probably really recognize this. I can still smell it on my hand. It's got nice scent strength. I got it loaded up into the Lancaster bowl. Probably should have used my Captain's Choice bowl, but it is what it is. We're going to be using a little bit of Stirling's Mentholated Preshave, and then I'm just going to let the Captain's Choice rock. I want to see where the menthol level is, kind of like the base level. And then if shit goes, if it's not really up to snuff, we'll break out the Menth dealer to fucking break me off a piece. You know what I mean? Some of that crystal. So, I did have a couple submissions from my last videos. So, Ray Kennedy, he suggested the Face Froster. I like that. It kind of rhymes like, or it's an alliteration. It's kind of like up there with the Chill Mill. I do like that one. But Ken, the fucking Canabler, came up with one that I really like. Like it rivals the Menth dealer. So he came up with the Ice Saber. The fucking... the Ice Saber. I do like that. So, if we have to unsheathe the Ice Saber later, we will. I'm going to be using my Lancaster brush. I got it with the V1 Lancaster knot in it. This, of course, was soaking in the bougie brush bath. I saw my buddy over at 6'8 Shaves. He got himself a nice bougie brush bath. I think that's badass, bro. So this right here is Death, the fourth horseman of the apocalypse, and one of my series brushes that I got being made for me. So this is Death. The pale green, because Death arrived on a pale horse, and then of course the black going on. Very nice brush. I love this brush. That's from Lancaster, Razorworks. Andre fucking killed it. Flutes on top and on bottom. That's what I'm talking about. So let's get this going. So, got some nice shit in my mail call today. And that kind of like concludes the shit that I'm expecting. There is stuff like on the horizon that I have interest in, but as of right now, I have nothing in transit inwards I do have some stuff in transit outwards. I got my portion of the giveaway sent out. Jeff Baggett did contact me. And I did tell Marion. I forwarded it on to Marion, so I haven't confirmed where Marion's at in the shipping stage, but just be patient. But my stuff is out. It is sent out. It's on its way. So that was great. I really appreciate everybody who took part in that giveaway. That 300 subscriber giveaway that me and Marion kind of joint giveaway type thing, collaborated on. And that's badass. I've seen other wet tubers or content creators kind of collaborate in order to thicken the pot. And that's what me and Marion did, and it really worked out pretty great. Go ahead and add just a tad more water. Try to get some of the stuff off the walls of the bowl, and then we will get going. I think that's good. So I don't really know. I've used Captain's Choice samples back in the day, but other than that, I don't own any Captain's Choice soaps. But I have tried a sample of their shaving soap, their shaving cream, and their aftershave balm or lotion. So there's that. I'm not, completely oblivious. I knew it worked back then, so it's probably gonna work now. You know how I say that. I got the Mentholated Preshave soap from Stirling. Not because I think it needs it, but because it's there. So we're gonna use it. I had a pretty good day at work today, although I got called in again. I'm pretty much just expecting to get called in tomorrow as well. Like, abandon all hope. Gonna get called in early and told to stay late to round out the week. But that's alright. Makes for a fat check. Okay. I think we got an ample amount there. I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of swirl it in a little bit. Activate it, as some people say. And I do think it kind of kickstarts it after you kind of give it a little gentle scrub. Plus, it kind of, once you get it incorporated, it kind of keeps it from just being like a gooey layer, blocking your skin from the lather. Not that, I'm sure when you're scrubbing and whatnot that it would incorporate, but you'll notice if you do mix it in with your hands that at first it's kind of like pasty. So, there we go. This fucking knot is supposedly a 26mm knot. This thing just fucking covers some ground. This is the Lancaster B1, is my favorite knot in the den. This thing fucking kicks ass. It is just perfect for me. Super soft, slightly jelly, and the way that Andre sets them for me are just perfect. They're not floppy, they're not too springy and stiff. It's just perfect. Like, it gives off that like perfect balance of backbone and splay. So, no complaints whatsoever with either of my Lancaster brushes. Andre is a fucking awesome dude to get to know as well. Just a real kind, generous guy. An excellent craftsman. And, you know, although he can't always meet the demand that his brand demands, just know if he could, he would, you know what I mean? And we all have our own lives, and a lot of these artisans, this, you know, what they do is a side gig. So just, you know, be patient, try your best. If not, there's so much other gear out there. You know, if you don't get it when a drop comes, don't fucking worry about it. There's so much other gear out there. Alright. This is the Rex Supply Company Envoy razor. Polsilver Blade inside. The Envoy. The Envoy razor impressed me immediately. I feel like it doesn't get treated as a luxury or premium razor offering. But the way that, like, the fit and finish, the design and aesthetic, and the shave it gives, I mean, everything about it, maybe except for the price point, tells me that it's luxury. And it's about $125. And I'm not saying that's like chump change, but compared to like other quote unquote premium offerings, $125 is very affordable when it comes to like high-end razors. So I really think like maybe that's why people, they look at the price and they're like, oh well, it's cheap, so it can't be as good as my $200 option. Can't shave as good as my $300 or $400 option because it's cheap. But I'll tell you what, that's some horse shit. That's some funky bullshit. Because this thing shaves great. It's smooth and efficient. And I think it's fucking handsome. I think it's built well. It has nice heft. It has like, you know, like best in class knurling. I don't have anything bad to say about it. Every blade that I've tried in it works well with. I mean, I see no downsides to it except for the packaging that it came in. And I'll tell you what, the packaging that it came in isn't gonna make the difference in a couple $100. You know what I mean? Maybe like $15, but not a couple hundred. So I definitely treat my Rex Envoy like a premium razor offering, and I really enjoy it. I don't have the most vast collection, but there's no way you could tell me this isn't a good razor. Like, I think you're full of shit, to be honest. Okay, so here's the deal. At this point, with the Stirling Mentholated Preshave and the Captain's Choice NorEaster, the menthol level is like at a 0.5 out of 5. It is quite mild. So, I would tell you guys that this is like a beginner's level menthol. Nothing to be scared of. And so we are gonna go and beg the Menth dealer to cut us a deal. Just a dime bag, bro. Come on. Just a dime. I'll fucking suck your... Oh, shit. Let's just crank it up a little bit. We'll bust out. We'll unsheathe the Ice Saber. Get that menthol incorporated. Hopefully, it's not detrimental to my remaining lather, my half lather, I'll call it, because there's half left. But all I need is a slick surface. I don't really need the volume, so go ahead and kind of sweep that into one side. Oh yeah. We good. We golden. I have really, truly became a Menth head since I got this Saber, this grind gourmet salt grinder, salt and pepper grinder. Like I said, guys, if you're interested, I got it on Amazon.com. The company was called Grind Gourmet. I put it in the description so you guys could search for it. The company was called Grind Gourmet, and it was just under like salt and pepper shakers. So, you know what I mean? A quick Google search, I'm sure you'll arrive at it if you're interested. And then I just typed in menthol crystals, also on Amazon. Didn't know what the fuck I was looking for. I've never bought menthol before. I just typed in menthol crystals. And lo and behold, you know, plenty of options came up. A lot of them came up in like 2-ounce bags, and that's what I bought. I just bought something that said, you know, food grade menthol crystals, and then I cross-referenced it with PAA's menthol crystal like refill pack for the chill mill, and it looked like, you know, the same thing more or less. So I was like, okay, this will work. And then it came in. I loaded some full crystals into the chamber, and I noticed it was struggling to grind and dispense the menthol. So Doug Bear recommended that I put it in like some wax paper. You could probably just throw it in a Ziploc as well, like a Ziploc bag. And then I just grabbed a cup and smashed it, and then, like, you know, feeded the smashed crystals back into the chamber of the Grind Gourmet salt shaker. And I haven't had no problem since. It's been absolutely working like a charm. So simple as that. I fucking love that thing, and ever since, I think I truly have, like, developed an addiction. Hi guys, my name is DK, and I have a problem. The fucking menth dealer has hooked me. I cannot wait until winter, when it's like cold outside, and I fucking just bust out some ice cold menthol shaves. That is gonna be a blast. That's gonna be some fun times right there. Before I hopped on, I tried mowing the lawn, but the sun was already going down. I think we're experiencing change of seasons. But I was listening to 6'8 Shave's video, and I was listening to Steve Walker's video. I've been enjoying Steve Walker's YouTube channel, as well as his Facebook Lives on Lather and Blade. Steve, at least seems, from my limited viewing of his channel and my interactions with him, seems like a kind of dude that's cut from the same cloth as far as, like, the wet shaving hobby and the his love for quality craft beers. And that guy, I've seen some of the stuff that he's drank on his backlog of YouTube videos. He's had some good looking beers, man. some stuff that I would just love to try. So, I've been really enjoying his channel. I've actually been going back into his backlog, because I think he just fired up his channel, you know, relatively recently, after a hiatus, which is badass. So, anyhow, NorEaster from Captain's Troy. Not a problem at all. In the slickness department, shaving soap performed really well. I'll tell you what, some of those soaps that I got in the mail call though, like that Southern Witchcrafts, that Samhain scent, is gonna be fucking fire come Thanksgiving or autumn. But this NorEaster is nice. It's kind of like a classic scent. Lavender, amber, spicy. Has a little bit of sweetness. Just good stuff. I definitely recognize it. It's based off something. It's a dupe or inspired scent of something. I don't know what it is, but I recognize the scent immediately. Alright, and we're going to finish off with some Cella Aftershave. Not exactly in the same vein, but it's classic enough. And then what we're going to do with this is we're going to take some Tonka Bean Shave Company Barbershop Post-Shave Serum. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the caps off of both of them so that I can mix them like I do with my good oleo and alcohol aftershaves. So this one has a little dropper. I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to go on the cheeks and neck. And then I already shake the Cella, so I'm just going to dump some Cella in there. And then together, it's going to make a nourishing as well as good smelling aftershave serum splash combo. And the Cella aftershave doesn't smell like Cella, but it's still a nice scent. It's a classic type scent. Also smells familiar. Obviously, old folks that I grew up with wore shit like this because they smell familiar, even though I've never used them. You know what I mean? So, good stuff. Classic. Old man, you know what I mean? But old men with good taste at least. You know what I'm saying? So, good stuff. Alright, I think that'll do it. You saw what we used. NorEaster, Cella, the Rex, the Lancaster, the Saber, the fucking Menth dealer. So, we'll finish where we started, right here with my double IPA from the local guys. Thank you guys for all your name submissions. Keep them coming, you know, if it comes across your mind. Keep them coming if you think of any more nicknames. I've really enjoyed this interaction with you guys. Anyhow, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for all the support, and I hope you have a good Friday and a good upcoming weekend. Damn, that's good.